Okay, I would say being one of the most notable video models to actually leave the whole. What's the last video you've done?
Last video I did as a video model was Usher's video, yeah, in January 2004. And the next video that I did, which was the very last appearance that I did, but it was more of a cameo, was R. Kelly's Happy People.
So you went from the videos, and you know you get behind the mic and you're doing the interview thing now. So what was the transition? Was that something that you thought about doing? Like, when I get into this game as an entertainer, I'm going to take it from here to here, or did that just fall in your lap?
No, I really have to admit that it wasn't a structured plan. It really wasn't. I mean, I literally, when I first got to New York, I was flying by the seat of my pants, taking any gig that I could get. You know, I mean, I was undiscovered somewhat. I mean, I'd done a calendar for the Source. I mean, I'd done something else for the Source, maybe eye candy. It really wasn't that big. I wasn't the, you know, Melyssa Ford at the time. And then in 2001, Knock Yourself Out hit. And my notoriety started to grow, and I started to get asked to do a lot more things, like the covers of magazines, and my appearance in magazines just made my popularity grow that much more. And then that branched off into, you know, other merchandising aspects like calendars. And after I did a calendar called Cycle Dreams, it was a motorcycle calendar that features babes and motorcycles. The owner of the calendar, his name was Charlie Simmons, he was like, Melyssa, I never do this, but would you do the cover for a second year in a row, because your calendar with you on the cover has sold more than my 5 years combined. I was like, light bulb went off in my head. I think I'm gonna do this myself. Thanks. And so I just had to find a check writer. You know, I had all the ideas in my head. I mean, being on set on videos and also on magazine sets, I got to really understand, you know, creative direction. And I was like, sometimes I thought the ideas were whack. And I was like, I could do this so much better. You know what I'm saying? It just put together a team, and suddenly I started to do my own calendars. So being on the covers of magazines, selling my own product, being in videos, suddenly it just started to snowball. And then I got so much slack for just being a video girl and being silent, just a moving picture, or just a print ad, or whatever the case was. I wanted people to know that I had so much more to offer, so I started to pursue television broadcasting, and that's when BET came knocking.
Okay. The one thing I don't know if people really know about is what you write in Smooth.
Yeah, I started writing a column for Smooth because, like I said, I wanted people to understand. I knew that it wasn't just about me. I didn't want people to just know Melyssa Ford is more than just looks and body. I wanted them to know I had a brain. I wanted them to know that I represented video girls, because a lot of girls I'd been on set with, when they weren't being used on camera at the time, they'd be in the corner with their school books. These are the girls that I came up with. I cannot speak for who's doing videos now, and that's not a personal attack. I don't know them.
Can we talk about it?
If you want to. I personally couldn't speak about anybody because I don't know. I haven't been on a video set for years. But what I saw with my own eyes is a lot of girls were in school and using the money they made to supplement their income, and also, you know, get free travel. Shoot, we shot Big Pimpin' in Trinidad. I'm drinking Cristal on a $3 million yacht at 11 o'clock in the morning in a bikini, full makeup and hair done, and here comes Jay-Z. Yeah, who's turning that down?
That's a good life. Let's talk about the video image, and the first person right now, other than yourself, that's gonna come to mind is Karen Stevens. And I want to say the first time I heard her nickname was in the Knock Yourself Out song.
It was?
Didn't Jadakiss say something about I got some superhead? Didn't he make a reference about it? I want to say it's in that song.
Everybody's like, oh.
But yeah, it's in that song.
Nobody knew who she was though at the time. No,
True.
She was. You know what she was? She was the Snuffleupagus. She was the girl that she was the urban myth. She was. Everybody knew about her, but no one knew who the hell she was. She's such a physical chameleon. When she cuts her hair off and has it dark or black, when she has long red hair, the girl looks completely different. So she'd transition her look in videos. So you'd never even know who the hell she was. So she kind of like was just like all of these rumors were circulating, and I never came into personal contact with her until BET taped Hip Hop versus America just this past.
Exactly. I want to say the images that BET, and I don't want to bash BET. I don't want to. I feel like I should, but
you'll be jumping right on a huge bandwagon.
That show was so hypocritical.
But yeah, I mean,
they're not going to stop. They had a panel of the panel. I felt like they were saying, "Oh, we need to do something about it." And if you tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock, you can see all the videos that we're damning right now.
Yeah.
I feel we will edit. We will edit.
No, you don't have to edit. Listen, what I will say is that I am known for being very outspoken, and around the time that there was, a significant event in recent history that affected our culture, you guys know where I'm going with that, BET received heavy criticism for their slow response to reacting to it. You know what I'm talking about. Well, my mouth ran a little bit too much as to my personal feelings.
Talking about the video?
No, I'm talking about Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, well, thank you for speaking up.
Yeah, and it's just not a good idea to really speak out against the network that pays your bills.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I got my hand slapped for that one, boy. But I just was so passionate about the circumstances, and I felt that just we had the opportunity to do so much in a short amount of time, but we were just dragging our feet, and I didn't get it. And when I don't understand things, my mouth starts a-flapping. So, yeah. But I thought the panel, Hip Hop versus America, was a good idea. I thought it was a really great idea, and specifically because Nelly and T.I. were on the panel, and specifically Nelly. Did you watch it?
I watched the first one. I'm going to watch the in total. It airs tomorrow. I felt like I wanted Nelly to speak because
he did, but you got to watch the second part because he does, and he's very passionate about the fact that you guys create a platform for me to provide a product, and then you condemn me when I do exactly what you've asked, which is the tip drill video. His whole career has been defined on this one video, and I really understand the way he feels because my whole career is defined upon my appearances in videos. Meanwhile, they were so few and far between and so far in the past that I feel like I've accomplished so much since that I get frustrated by it, and it makes me want to push it away and not even acknowledge it when I have nothing to be ashamed of because I didn't do anything to be ashamed of.